All right, this is going to be a posing comparison video because I've got two sisters here, and one sister is going away for a month to be part of a photo shoot prop, or photo shoot prop, and then sister didn't get taken at the show. So if I'm gonna have them both here anyway, then at least I will know which sister I want to keep, if not both of them. Because the blue's going to be a photo prop with a photographer for a month for Easter pictures. If I like her sister better, then if somebody wants to get her, they can. Somebody like from the photo shoot asks about her, then they can get her. If I don't want her to come back. If I do, then I'll just have to tell them that they can't get her. Now, I do really like her hind quarter. It looks better straight on than, it seems like it's slightly pinched more on that side. They're not straight up and down, but I've definitely seen worse. I like her ears better. Her crown, I think I like her head better than her sister's. Let's see, it's looking at distance between the eyes, it's about the same. I think her head is smaller. Her ears are longer. So when you're comparing siblings or two black rabbits or something, you just don't know what rabbit you need to keep, then you can do it this way. I think the blue's hind quarter is a little bit better. She is a little chunk though. Her body is chunky. Let me see. Your shoulders about the same. Shoulders I think are about the same. She's a little bit longer and broodier than her blue sister. Blue sister's got a shorter, more compact body. Now the bone, let's see. She's got a shorter limb, I think. Her bone isn't as good as her beefy sister. She does have a cute little body. I already had the blue buck from the other litter. I need to keep two blue rabbits. I don't need to keep any blue rabbits really, because a blue chin will carry self, and a blue otter carries self also. I don't actually need to keep blue rabbits, because I have rabbits that are dilute that will make this. I actually need to keep a blue rabbit, but it is nice to just see what you have. I think her limb is shorter. Let me see you. Her body is definitely shorter. You are a chunk though, and your bone is like ridiculous. Her bone is ridiculous. She's got a little bit more mass. It always happens that way. The tighter ones aren't the more massive broody ones. I know it's awkward for me. Okay. It's alright. It's alright. You've done this before. It's okay. She's like, yeah, but on my turn, I need to move this over a little bit. I need to cut another hole in my thing. That's what I need to do. And now there's this bar going across my face. Okay. Okay, so it really is gonna boil down to whether I want a broody, more massive doe, or if I want a compact hippie doe. Now, your broody does will typically have larger litters, and they will bring the mass. So it depends on what the herd needs when you are comparing rabbits to keep and rabbits to go. Her limb is smidge long, but her body is on. Her body is amazing. If this is her natural stance, then her head mount is slightly low and not in line with the shoulder. So if that is her natural stance, then not the case. So you really have to get the rabbit to pose correctly, where the eye is in line with the spine and the front paws. And if the rabbit is not able to do that, then you've got your answer. Some flaws can be overlooked when you have, if they have other things that you need. Like her width of chest is pretty nice. If you need width of chest, you might sacrifice a lower head mount. You might sacrifice bone, you might sacrifice hindquarter, you might sacrifice ear length. So really it just depends on what you need to benefit your herd. Now, I got a couple beefy does. So do I need another one? I love her though. I love her beef. She's bringing the beef for sure. All my chocolate otters bringing the beef. My night brew from Naray is bringing the beef. So, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. She's a beefy girl. I don't know. I might keep the blue. When you don't know, when you're absolutely just not sure if they both have really great things that are really attractive to you and benefit your herd, keep them for 4 months. Keep them until they grow out enough to show you what they have, which is roughly 4 to 6 months. If you can do that, if you have the space, the money to feed them that long, then go for it. But the eye should be in line with the top of the spine and with the front paws, about the middle of the front paw. Unless they have a solid ankle, and then their leg would look like that, not like this and not like that. I like both of these does for different reasons. So, I like her. On your coat. On your coat. I do not see any stray whites on this rabbit right now. So with blacks, that is something that you will look at. It doesn't gig them or disqualify them unless they're just all over. Coat is only worth 4 points, but certain colors, even though Holland Lobs aren't judged on color, they're either solid or broken, they are still judged on what their coat is supposed to look like. So like a Goody's, they'll look at their rings. otters, they'll look at their guard hairs, and you know, blacks, they'll look at whether they're solid and have solid coat throughout. Different things like that. They do judge their fur, but it is only worth 4 points. So it's not a deal breaker, but it is something that is going to get looked at and can gig them if they do not meet the standard on their coat color. All right, so I do not see any. I don't see any white hairs on her right now, so that's really nice. That's really good. Okay, I'm gonna put you up, sweet girl, and then look at your sister again. Here you go, sweet girl. Because I need to get a better look at your top line. What is this I keep feeling in your coat? I definitely like your hindquarter better. Definitely. I noticed that. Is that tickling you? Just put your little feet together. It's right here. What is that? Is this a knot or something? Okay. Alright. I was just trying to see what that was. Probably just a little knot or something. But she does have shorter ears. She does have a better head overall. Sister's face is a little bit longer. Her face is smaller, but it's more proportioned and even, like shorter muzzle, shorter ear. Crown is appropriate to her size. I mean, it's pretty good. I can fit my whole hand across the crown. So her sister's bone was better. And her sister's mass was better. That's what I like about her sister. Let's look at your top line really good. You can see, I think her limb was also a little bit shorter. Limb will typically match the second half of that curvature of the back, which I learned this week at the show is depth, I believe, if I'm correct about that. Yeah, her curvature is more even and more equally distributed and shorter. This is so hard. So it's like, do I want mass or do I want tight? The sister's got tight, but she's gonna be broody. This girl is tighty, but if she doesn't end up being at least 3 pounds, then she'll probably make smaller rabbits. Yeah. Grandpa Popsicle Love was small, so that could be where that comes from. Look, little lady, I'm just trying to get your top line. That's all I want to do, to see your top line. I wasn't even going to spend any time tonight doing this. But you guys are going away for pictures tomorrow, so I wanted to see who was better. Because if you're coming back anyway, and I like you better, then I can move your sister while you're gone. So silly. You look just like your daddy. Oh my goodness, you look like your daddy. When he was little. Oh my goodness. The only reason I kept him, he was the only blue in a litter full of blacks. And my first non-Vienna blue. Yes. And then he went on to make Score with Kit Kat. And then Score made Shin Diesel. And Fig, my lilac, Oh, she's so cute. You know, I hate to admit it, but I think I like the blue doe better. I really hate to admit that. Oh. Well, my only concern is if she doesn't make it over 3 pounds. That's the concern. So, but I think she's better. I think she's typier. She's got a better HEC. She's got a shorter body. Her bone isn't as good, as thick, but her limb is shorter. So overall, she is a better rabbit. Now I do have, oh, she's so nice. Now I do have chunkier boys that I could put her with, and I could just keep a buck and then put a son with a chunky girl that I have. So there's always ways to get mass back. If you say, oh shoot, they make small rabbits, I should have kept the chunkier sister, then you can always keep an offspring, keep a buck, and then put the buck back with a chunkier doe. And you can even put the doe with a chunkier buck within a pound or a pound and a half. That's what my friend Sarah over at Nevaeh said. She said it was safe. And look, we've had a 4.5 pound Holland breed to a probably a 10 or 11 pound Champagne because he got out and they bred. She didn't have any issues giving birth to those babies because they're all about the same size. They're a little bit bigger, but I mean, there are Hollands that are born that same size, so it wasn't a big deal. And she was a heftier doe. So those are things you have to think about if you keep the typier, smaller rabbit. Are they gonna make weight? Are their offspring gonna make weight? And if they don't, do you have capability to breed mass back in later? She's super nice though. I think I absolutely love her better than her sister, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and put Etta back on the market. Look at you, you're so beautiful. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, you're so pretty. Okay, you're leaving tomorrow, so I'm sorry. Put you up, let you get a good night's rest, and I will see you next month.